everyone, hello mention, welcome into this channel. From this channel, as we discussed, we'll be going over some mediumship stuff, but as you guys prefer, the blog is still active, but no longer any posts can be made on there, and some of the posts have been charged for the audience to view, but I'll be reposting them in my community post on this YouTube channel, and you can view that. But let's get into it. So the mediumship part, as I explained before, is different from the magic effects that I create. So the mediumship, I like to mix it because that way it mixes with the magic and there's no differentiality that could be told or tell the possibility of how. So in this video segment, I will explain the difference in this one, as perhaps it's gonna be a lot of videos I explained. This will just be the beginning step. I planned on this one, been practicing for this one about 14 to 15 years, but there's other segments that I haven't been able to record because it's not possible to record at this moment, but eventually we'll get there. So for this one, I want to be able to record is talk about the different latencies. So this one's latency as involved in mediumship. There's different types. I'm not going to go into all the different types of latencies that I like to practice and use for mediumship, because not all can be applied to performance-wise as far as displaying many of the attributes here in this performance for you guys. So in this performance it is the latency of, how you say, almost luminous. It can be done with luminous and non-luminous objects, as I spoke about before, except luminous objects will have to be present in present view, and non-luminous objects are ones that are just latency, like similar to kind of like plants that still hold a significant photosynthesis to it, but won't be able to be displayed. So I'll be explaining that here in this video, and as far as the rest, we'll go into further detail of other latencies. But this effect, some of you guys might know this effect. There's one effect that I came out release. I'm gonna release as maybe a downloadable or something. Hopefully we can try to see how you guys would like that. It's a beat and fun game, but this one's similar to another game you guys might hear for. So I'm gonna perform it. You've heard of this certain type of playboard, but right now this will just be a segment for mediumship. So in explaining this, in this effect, there's no gimmicks at all are used. There's no marked or anything. All this, you can use any regular type of object you want, but in this case, we'll be using a regular deck of cards. So any of you guys are the numbers of decks that you want to use. I use this in my practice for mediumship, and as far as the increase goes, whenever you get to a certain point, I like to add on more cards and do it in one try, and it makes the purpose of more ground to it and more grain and stretch to it. So let's get into it and we'll explain more. There's certain things you have to look for in non-latency objects. Sometimes I use this in to my the color wheel when trying to use for performance-wise, as trying to get the person's color image, and they have said, and then you have to get that color image for yourself and for that answer. So I use it on that. That also is a tutorial I have, and I put that back into my community post on the YouTube channel, and you can view it there. But let's get into this one. No gimmicks are used. This could happen on both ways. I'll explain. I'll leave a video in the comment of where you can practice more of this. It is delving in a little bit of witchcraft and why witchcraft was constantly possible back in the day, but I won't get into too much history of that. But I'll link another channel of some of the witch communities and sanctuaries that I dwell in and I talk to and those people, and you could see for some of yourself on some of the attributes that they use and stuff and what they use it for. But as far as this performance, we're going to get into it and let's see more of it. So let's get into the next part. So there's a number of ways you can do this effect. So you need to get a pair of each color, each suit and card. As the number goes up, you can duplicate this as many times as you want. But now we'll get them for the latency. So for starters is, you'll turn all of them over, close your eyes, mix them up as possible. You can do this with any number of cards. You can do this with any regular deck of cards in any suit and can be spec'd in before time. Now, the latency you are looking for is a glow, and the glow will usually match with the first card. So with the first indication card, you'll look for another one to match it, and the matches will glow together, and that'll precipitate of the next match of the sequence, and then before you can go on to the second one. So all you have to do is concentrate and wait for it to appear. Any latency, sometimes it could be in the image, sometimes it could be in 3D, whatever, or just a small potential promiscuous mystery of which one would be at the delving. So you'll carefully look for that one, and then in that case you'll have all the immediate cards that you need in honor. So ahead of going to that, if you don't get it on the first try, it's okay, but always on the first try, you always want to mix it up the cards and try to do it again, and always get it done on one shot. This could be done in a number of ways. Don't try to be persistent. You can speed up the process if you want. Some will look at this and say it's a probability, but there is no probability. If the probability was, that's why you would only do it in one shot and try to do it in one shot over and over again and not simultaneously to the next one. So that would be marked off for some of the skeptics, but this could be used in a number of other ways. I'll reveal some of those other ways in the post. So my Mediumship Log will be in the community post on the YouTube channel. So view that, and anybody else interested or want any other questions or explanations, scribe in mi commentara and let me know of the rest of them, and I'll see you on the next one. So mention, how did you like that preview? I hope it was good. So let's get into some deeper explanation of it. So in that type of sequence, I hope you guys liked it and dwelled with it. I don't use it too much in performance wise. I've only used it with my tarot clients when I'm doing tarot card readings with them, because I find it to be the most authentic card reading ever, where the same latency that I take, I put that upon my client as a client. A client is the client who comes to you to seek any kind of tarot readings or any kind of readings in that sort, or leaf readings. So I put that upon them so they could do it themselves, to authentically have that energy for themselves, to be able to adore towards that kind of mediumship work. So it's not just you doing the work, because it seems like a lot of tarot readers, they get the notions. I've seen a lot of people have notions toward tarot card readings and stuff like that, because they feel like the same way in card magic. So they feel like, oh, you picked it out, you did this, you had some kind of control. So I always let the spectator or the audience, or that in mediumship wise, mine is magic right now, so we're on mediumship, as I let the client partake in that way, so they can feel the energy themselves and have that own to their partake in what they're wanting to request. And then in that way, you're reading not off them, no cold reading and nothing like that is authentic. You're reading the energy that they drew themselves. So it's not entirely off you or what you present off them or whatever. They partake in the energy, they requested, they take that, receive that request, and now you look at and you're able to dwell out and stretch out that binary translation that they're looking for, and it's more natural, and you could read off that, and that energy is more authentic and it feels more pure to me. Doing that way, it takes a lot of energy out of me, so I can't do too many tarot reading cards or too many mediumship sessions, because stuff like that does take a lot of energy, and I'd rather do something like this in my free time or something before taking on 100 people at a time in a week or a day, because that gets exhausting and excruciating, and it does take up a lot of energy, power, or however you want to equate to it and put. But I hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll